It was crazy, man. I wasn't expecting that because I hadn't seen him.
I was.
So I was just like, I was in my house like, damn!
One thing we have to keep in mind is that, and we talked about it on the show,
but at the same time, it comes from 2 different points.
Then all of a sudden, he want to say, oh, well, you know.
I think for me, I don't know if I can speak for everybody else.
This is DeadEndSports.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of DeadEndSports. I'm your boy, Ken. Got my boy, FIFO. What's up? 12 Kyle of 12 Kyle Radio.
4:30.
4:30.
Yeah.
4:30.
Y'all know me, baby. Yeah.
Where the hat at, B?
Yeah,
What's over there? Actually, it's not, my ears is not cold. Seriously, my ears is cold as hell.
Hey, I see y'all talking about me, man. Sound look like a jazz player in the other video, man. I'm watching. I see you, and I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna respond to all y'all in a second too. I'm gonna get in there.
Yeah.
They were talking about you too, B.
I know.
You going to war? Right.
War report.
So anyway, man, we're fresh off last night. 3-point shoot contest, slam dunk competition, which we talked about last Tuesday. I'll put the link in the comments, and the skills competition. I didn't watch that. Skills competition. So we're fresh off of that. Like, we're still on that high. The All-Star game is tonight. We'll cover that on the show Tuesday coming up. But man, you called it. You said watch out for Zach LaVine. LaVine. My apologies. You said it.
Yeah.
And
that dude
came through, man.
Look, man. Coming into this year, my brother put me on to him coming out of UCLA because he didn't start for UCLA. YouTube, between my brother putting me on, I was on to him early.
Yeah.
YouTube videos. I said, if he's in the dunk contest, he's gonna win. It's no I haven't seen what this dude is doing. Like, B on our last Tuesday show, he was saying, yo, just get the and one. He does what the and one dudes do.
Right.
That's what this dude does. And then watching that, Kenny says something that I didn't know how to put it into words, and it's very simplistic. I didn't know how to explain it. But LaVine does dunk on his way up, because I don't know how, I've never seen it where a guy, even at the peak of it, he's still going up until he dunks. Then this dude is athletically phenomenal. And then who said it? James Harden. Did you hear what James Harden, the praise he gave to LaVine? He said he's bigger, more athletic, and a better shooter than Russell Westbrook coming out of UCLA. Coming from James Harden himself.
Wow. I had a feeling Oladipo was gonna do some stuff. I wasn't too interested in seeing Plumlee. I'm gonna just keep it real, like we always do. And who's the one before that? Oh, the Greek Freak.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that because of his length, that he could probably do something.
Right.
And I really wanted his dunks to work. I was disappointed they didn't, because I think if they would have hit, they probably would have hit hard, because he showed some potential.
But the thing with him, he just long. He didn't really jump high. If you really look, he didn't really elevate like that.
And can he jump and can he elevate? Yes, and I think that's the difference between in-game dunkers and contestant dunkers. Giannis, I knew he had no chance, and I knew Mason Plumlee had no chance. I really knew Oladipo didn't have a chance, but I knew against LaVine. But I knew Oladipo was going to do something, because you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't agree with that. Oladipo, like,
I think he's gonna hit.
If he was just a little more accurate on what he was doing. Yeah, man, he was doing some remarkable stuff, and he was shorter. Like,
no, he was. I give you that, because that 360 off of the backboard, that helping play, that was nasty. But yo, when you're talking about this dude LaVine bouncing, he's not even looking at the ball coming. He's just grabbing it.
Yeah, he has finesse. Like, I give you that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the dude, how old is he? 6'2", 6'4"?
No, Oladipo, he's 6'4".
6'4", right? I mean, dude, like, hitting off the backboard and coming around to the front and dunking it.
No, I give you that. No, I give you that. And he put on the show. He did a lot better. Oladipo. Yeah. He did a lot better than I was willing to give him credit for before, just because I knew what LaVine was gonna do. I didn't think he was gonna be that nice, but I knew.
Here's the thing with
LaVine.
Nice, man. I think his hit harder because it didn't take as many attempts.
Right.
Like, he got it on the first or second attempt, and they were nasty dunks.
Yeah.
But Oladipo, he kept trying up until the 3 that he had, but
Took away the lack.
yeah, like and some wasn't even clean. Like one, he didn't even get clean.
Yeah. The
But it was
360
nice.
off of that was crazy. It was nice, but he wasn't LaVine though.
I think one of the things,
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. You're not giving him no
What
credit.
you said, I think one of the things that was really impressive to me is that he's so young. The stage wasn't too big.
Who we talking about?
LaVine.
Okay.
LaVine, you know, and being 19 and having all of these cameras and you're out there and this is NBA All-Star Week.
This ain't YouTube.
This ain't YouTube. It's not just you and your brother in the gym with a camera. And I mean, man, he showed up, man. He really, and we talked about it on the show. One of the things that you want to see in the dunk contest, are you going to see a dunk that you've never seen before? I mean, outside of YouTube, we've never seen those dunks that he did last
Or
night.
the casual basketball fans,
Right, right.
when they see him, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god!" Like,
And then when you show it, then when they showed it in slow motion,
Yeah.
that made it even worse.
like
Better. So, I mean,
he dunked on his way up.
Right,
Like, he
on his
wasn't
way
even
up.
coming down, and it was one
Very
dunk where his head literally was like hitting the rim when he did his dunk. So yeah, man, Zach was crazy.
very impressive.
Zach
So I mean, I think, you know, as if you rate the contest, it wasn't much of a contest, but the dunks, I mean, he
Y'all
brought it back.
disrespecting
Y'all
Oladipo,
Oladipo. I
man.
think so too, man.
No,
Like,
I'm not just, you know,
It was a
to be
contest,
honest,
man.
I think if
Come on.
Oladipo had made that first dunk, that first 360,
That's what I'm saying.
they missed. Everything changed. For he was just a little bit off, like you said, right? He was a little bit off. But if he made that first dunk, it would have been a wrap.
Oh, I already knew he could. I already knew. What's his name? Victor Oladipo. How you say his name? Oladipo. But I know he was nice in Indiana because I mean I watched college balls. I'm like, yo, he had leapers.
Right.
He was playing in.
and he dunks hard.
Yeah, he dunks hard. And I was like, and when I saw that he was going to be contestant and with Zach, I'm like, okay, we might be in for a little. And then FIFO put me up on this dude from Milwaukee. The Greek
freak.
Yeah. FIFO put me, and he was a little disappointed. I thought he was gonna kind of bring a little bit more flair to the, because he, you know, he's athletic, he's freakish, just like, you know, he got that like that style in the air type of dunk. So I thought he was gonna come with a little bit some better stuff. But yeah, Victor, I think if he would have got his dunks on the first attempt, because the stuff he was doing, I was like, oh my
God, he gonna do that for real?
Like yeah, I'm like, man. So, you know, Zach is clear. He still would have won, but I think the competition. I think, you know, it was like Zach and then Victor right here. But I think if he got his first dunks on the first, it would have been like this. Like it would have been
a little
closer.
closer.
It would have been a lot closer.
Yeah, it would have been close. I'll give you that.
Yeah, think about the one that he bounced that he couldn't catch.
Yeah.
Man, if he could have, and we know he's done that dunk because you're not going to attempt it.
Right.
So he can do that dunk. He can execute. And I was like, man, I really, really wanted him to do
Because
that.
he tried to catch it and then turn the not. He tried to turn the other way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he tried to turn the other way and do it. I'm like, man, that's hard to do.
Yes, it's
Like,
hard.
it would have been nasty if he would have got it, man.
He'd have thrown it down. That would have been a definite game changer.
Man, look, man, I am not taking away from
okay,
the
okay,
LaVine
okay,
guy.
okay,
Like he was amazing. Like he's probably one of the best dunkers that to come through the dunk contest. Like
Especially recently. I mean, just so fluid.
Yeah.
It wasn't, you
That's
know,
what I'm
like
saying,
sometimes you
smooth.
see guys dunk and it looks like they're trying really, really hard to dunk.
Yeah.
I mean, it just, I mean,
It's second nature.
Yeah,
It's like I'm
second
supposed
nature.
to do this. I was put on this earth to do this dunk tonight, right here, this place, this time,
On that big
and
stage.
I'm gonna just do it, and that's it.
But think about it though. He was like, yo, first of all, shout out to Zach. Like, I don't know where in the hell you found Quad City DJs.
oh
But
man, yeah, that
that's-
was crazy.
Right.
I was surprised. I was like, damn, is that really them? They came out, man. So at that point, I'm like, you have to execute.
Right.
Well, when he had on a Jordan Space Jam jersey, I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you can't just have.
It was
yeah.
cool because it was a story behind it. Remember they showed, they was like, you know, he showed when he first wanted to play basketball and he was watching Space Jam,
right.
with Michael Jordan. And he said, that's when I realized I wanted to play basketball. So it was really fitting for him to have
Yeah,
Jordan.
But I'm saying, like, he had that on. He had to do
He had to do
something.
that,
Like,
yeah, he had to.
he came out the
He
gate.
Okay,
Like I said, it was refreshing. Definitely.
Let's switch. Now, who picked Kyle Korver to win 3-point?
I did not pick Kyle
Did you
Korver. That
pick
was
Kyle
out,
I
man.
picked Klay. I picked Klay.
You picked Klay?
picked-
I think you said Atlanta. I'm going with the hometown Atlanta Hawks.
Somebody picked
Klay.
Kyle Korver. He was very disappointed in the
I was
three-point
disappointed.
contest.
I was disappointed. But I picked Klay.
It was so interesting watching the 3-point contest to see how the players, how they know their own shooting style and where they put that money ball rack, because damn, who was it? Damn, I just
Had
forgot.
it at the top of the key.
Yeah, who had it at the top? That didn't miss that one.
I think it was Steph.
Was it Steph?
No, one step.
It was JJ Redick.
It was JJ Redick.
It was JJ Redick. He came around, that first rack was alright. That second rack was, you saw him get in the rhythm. And when he got to that top, bang, bang. I was like, wow, and it was so interesting to really, like, I really like that they did that. What was it, a year ago, right? With the whole rap. I really like that because now there's some strategy. I'm just not trying to make every shot. Now I have to think, okay, what's my favorite spot on the court that I know I'm not gonna miss, because I can't put this in my worst spot, right? Because I'm gonna lose now. So I really found that really interesting, and also when players got their rhythms, because you saw Klay was on like this. So was Kyrie. Kyrie came out and he was just bang. Bang.
I give FIFO props because I remember that year, that 2013 year, he said Kyrie Irving. I was like, FIFO, Kyrie Irving? He was like, yeah, man, I think Kyrie Irving. And that's, he won. I was like, I give it to you, FIFO. He called it. So, and then Kyrie showed again on the bright lights in front of all those shooters, except James Harden was.
People that are known as shooters, because Kyrie, they don't really know Kyrie as a shooter like that.
James Harden's like streaky. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a shooter, but.
And Kenny said it best, man. Like, James Harden is a scorer that can shoot. And the thing is like, me, I don't even consider myself like, but I know where they're coming from, because a lot of times you can just have me stationary. I might miss 3 or 4, but you put a defender in my grill, you trying to check me? I'm making 5 out of 5.
Klay Thompson, man, like you were right, he was lights out, but when Steph put that 27 on him,
Steph got
it wasn't anything he could do.
Wasn't it interesting to see how Steph couldn't start off good?
Yeah, that
but by mid-rack, it was just like, it was over. Okay, you got it.
Once he got it, and it goes back to what you were talking about as far as finding their surge. But maybe the corners aren't his, because if you think about it in the game, how many times do we see?
He shoot from the
usually on the arc. But I thought, man, you guys tell me if I'm wrong. I thought that was one of the best 3-point shooters as far as the field. Probably one of the best fields we've seen in a long time.
You might have a point, because when Wesley Matthews first went up, I remember a lot of the commentators like, if this was any other 3-point contest, Wesley Matthews advanced to the finals. Right. But he hit 22. He was like, okay, this is about to be serious. And then that's you see JJ Redick hit going out. Then you see Steph Curry and Klay. You're like, wait a minute, all these dudes did better than Wesley Matthews.
Right.
And he set the bar.
And you thought he set the bar at 22.
You said he about to set the bar at 22, and it was like,
because that's a solid first round number in a 3-point contest.
Yeah,
anything over 20, you okay, I could get to that second round. Right. And 22 is a really good score. So to not even make it,
3 people, 3.
That's why I think even if you look at their percentages of what they shoot during the season and stuff, I think that field and then what we saw last night, I think it's probably, if not the best, one of the best 3-point shootouts we've seen.
I can't remember what year was that when I think it was Dale.
Because even with the years the Bird won, the field wasn't as good. Bird was dominant, but the field wasn't as good.
I've been watching, like I said on the show last week, like I've been watching 3-point contests like ever since I was a little kid. And you're 100% right. I don't think that there's been a field from 1 to 8 this deep. You know what I'm saying? The first 3 or 4 are typically, okay, one of these 4 are going to win. Right. But this year, all 8 had an opportunity to win. You talk about 2 previous champs in Kyrie and Marco. You're talking about the 2 arguably the best shooters in the game right now with Steph and Klay. And then you're talking
3-point percentage.
Leader in 3-point percentage, and then leader in 3-point makes this year in terms of Wesley Matthews. And then you had the leading scorer.
Yeah.
Right. There's never been a 3-point contest like that. It just hasn't. It just hasn't.
I think it was exciting, man, watching Steph Curry, like when he just got hot and he made like 13 in a row. And I'm in there, like you could tell, like you say, you like, oh yeah, he's in a rhythm right now. And he was just locking him down. And then all of a sudden it was like, walk up. And I was just in there, I was like, walk up. And I'm getting louder and louder.
I was like that too. He was like the same person that night.
Let me ask y'all this. Before this 3-point shootout was, before it happened, did y'all think that any one of them had a chance to beat Craig Hodges' streak record?
Hell no.
Craig, I remember
he hit 19 in a row.
19 in a row. He was,
he hit 19 straight.
I remember that. It was unreal. Like he and not only was Hodges making the 3, like the ball wasn't hitting the rim. You've never seen that before in a 3-point shootout.
To me, like as a shooter, that's when I know, like you're in a special zone. Right. Because you can make 5, 6, 7 in a row. That's cool. But when you're not touching rim, like when Klay scored 37, look at all of them shots. He didn't touch rim. There was no rim. And I've been in a zone like that before. So watching that Craig Hodges, like even just go on YouTube, all of you young people that watch us, if you've never seen it, go on YouTube and go watch that right now. It'll change how you view shooters. Because you just see it. Mechanics. Bang. And you not touching, man, that's amazing. That's amazing.
I was thinking like, did y'all think any one of them?
I didn't think so.
Then that's hard to do.
Maybe Curry. Maybe Curry.
I thought Curry could have did it.
Yeah, I'm about to say maybe Curry.
If it was ever gonna happen, it would have been in this class.
Oh yeah,
It would have been in this class.
The level of competition was just so high. Like you said, you had a guy make 22, and we're thinking the bar is set high, and he doesn't even make the finals. So
And real quick, just to switch, I know me and FIFA were talking about this. I do like, as a point guard, I do like that they switched up that skills competition a little bit. They had, instead of time, you actually going against, you out there going against the guy that you competing
And
against.
how do you feel about how Patrick Beverley won? Because think about it, coming up and down that field, he wasn't the first.
He's known his defense. He's known his defense. That's why.
He's known for defense, and he kept messing up the pass.
Yep.
He's not no play creator or nothing like that. So he kept messing up, and everybody's lollygagging, especially your boy Jeff T. Run through the tape. Run through the tape. And he's over here trying to high five him and everything. Patrick Beverley came down one, bang, get out of here. Then the next time, who was it? It was Brandon Knight. He over here slowing down. You missed the first two. Then here come Patrick Beverley. Bang, get out of here. I won.
Right.
I thought it was real good, and it made it a competition. It didn't make it a time attack. Like before, it was just like, okay, I just got to beat this time. I could, you know, he's not faster than me. I can just do whatever. Now you have somebody here I'm competing against. You know what I'm saying? And I like the fact that it's not just about getting to the three-point shot. You got to make it. Right. So I could have been behind the whole time, and you missed two shots, and I come back down. Bang. That's it, get out of here. I like that.
You know what it does too? It adds pressure because if you see somebody else and you see, and I think that's what happened to Jeff T. Jeff T kind of looked out the corner of his eye, and Beverly's further than he thought he should be. He's like, oh man, I got to step it up. And by that time, now you miss a shot, now you're pressing. So that's a great point.
That made me want to compete in it. because it has all like the little elements of a point guard. You gotta dribble through, you gotta make the passes, you gotta shoot at some, you gotta shoot the jump shot. So I thought it was cool. And then you seeing someone next to you. So I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure they was talking. I'm pretty sure they was like talking. So he's like, yeah.
That's our recap of the All-Star festivities from this weekend, the three-point shooting contest, three-point contest, slam dunk competition, and the skills challenge. blogtalkradio.com/DeadEndSports. We'll recap the All-Star game, plus talk much more about what happened this weekend as well. So if you're watching this afterwards, you'll find it on the website, DeadEndSports.com. Oh yeah, check the description. We'll have all the links there.